today we are going to be addressing a short little comment which was submitted by Connie in Sweet Home, Oregon.
Which, what a lovely name.
I know, I told her that's
Sweet Home?
Fabulous name.
Yeah.
Fabulous name for a city.
Better than Horrible Home.
So she writes, something I wanted to bring up to Ian. There are a lot of books on what to do when you bring your puppy home. I would like to see a book for breeders on what they can do to help their litters be the best puppies they can be, help their transition to a new home, and how to help their buyers be the best owners they can be. I don't know of any books that cover this, and I think it would be a good seller.
First of all, there is a book that covers that.
There is.
Jerry's book.
That is true, yes.
All right.
Yes. And it's called?
Super Puppy, is it? Super Puppy? Oh dear.
There was another Super Puppy book. The Peter Vollmer
Superstar.
book.
Also, oh,
Jerry.
well, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah.
Jerry Hope, anyway.
You Google it. Jerry Hope, yeah, from
but
Atlanta.
there is also the Super Puppy program online, right? That does a lot of neonatal handling. Wait, talk about that for a minute while I look up.
Well, I think this is a very important point, and it goes back to what we were talking about in our previous little video, that it's not sufficient to tell people what needs to be done. You also have to tell them how to do it. And I've realized this recently, where we have a very simple way how to raise puppies. You know, long-term, short-term confinement, very, very easy. But getting feedback from breeders, they're like, how can I do this with a litter of 12 puppies? And that's what we have to write. This is how you implement the program, which is in there before you get your puppy and after you get your puppy books.
Right.
But here's how you do it as a breeder, raising 12 puppies at home. And so, number one, when they're neonates, we invite people around to handle them. Best time to handle a dog, especially breeds, which we know are tricky to handle as adults.
Right.
And then, if you don't have the time, they're in long-term confinement. Okay, and so they're going to they're going to pretty much house train themselves.
So can you have a whole litter in long-term
Oh
confinement
yes,
together?
they're all in together.
And so they've just got one toilet, one
bed at one
bed.
end,
Good
toilet at
question.
the other end.
You do want to do separate crate training as well at some point, but when they're little itty bitties, then
Yeah, so if the breeder
around.
doesn't have time, they just leave the dog in a long-term confinement setting, they will naturally house train themselves.
Right.
And especially if we have final substrate down there. If the breeder does have time, and as the pups get older, it's good to do some crate training. To put all the puppies in the crate for 1 hour, or maybe just crate half the litter at a time, depending on how many crates you have.
Rotate them through or something if you don't have a bunch of crates.
And then it's really good, I think, to sell a puppy where the house training program has been started, the chewtoy training program has been started, and especially they have been handled so much. They are so socialized now. They've been handled so much at a time when it's easy to do.
Right.
So they have a lot of padding to take them through life, living with people. So I absolutely agree. I think it is not necessarily a book. It's more of an outline or guidelines for...
Video would be really welcome.
Yes, it
We
really
do have
would.
some on Dogster Daily. We have some video of Brad Pfeiffer's
Brad with the Basenjis.
Basenji litter,
Yeah.
doing the getting them used to their
Right.
nails being filed.
But it'd be
and
nice to have it all in
training.
one place, you know, one reference.
Yeah.
So that people can see it in action, because they can't imagine how
Yeah.
to do it with 12 puppies. Or
And you see, I would be very happy just with the puppies living in a well-designed long-term confinement area, which is long and thin, bed at one end, toilet at the other, and lots and lots and lots and lots of handling.
I was sure you
Because-
were going to say chew-toys.
Chew
That
toys,
too.
but
That too.
that's a given.
Yeah.
The stuffed chew toys are in there, and of course they're all tied on very short tethers. So you know, a puppy can only get one chew toy at a
and
time.
settle down in front of it.
Yeah, and then they learn to lie down, to chew their chew toy, not to develop a barking habit, and they pretty much house train themselves, or at least start the program. But the handling is the key. If we did neonatal handling, we wouldn't have the dogs becoming scared of people and then biting people. It's so easy to prevent. In all animals, early handling is what it's about. I mean, we are lucky that dogs come in the sizes they do. If they were the size of cows or horses, we'd really be in trouble. But the early handling works there as well in horses, you know, it's the first 2 days of life.
In the meantime, there is Jerry's book, it's Jerry Hope, and the book is called The Breeder's Guide to Raising Superstar Dogs. And it is an excellent book, and it covers a lot of all the things you can do in early puppyhood. from a trainer's perspective and a breeder's perspective, because he's done both. And I believe that's available probably at Dogwise. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah,
Not sure
almost
about that,
certainly.
but anyway, the Breeder's Guide to
Yeah.
Raising Superstar Dogs, and then we're gonna hopefully put some more video together.
Yeah. So something else that this
That's
this
inspired.
letter got me thinking about is we last year started America's Dog Trainer, where we tried to showcase people from around the country who were using dog-friendly training methods in the ways that work for them.
Different
for their-
trainer each week.
Right, so
Yeah.
the idea being that there's lots of different ways to train dogs well, and everyone has their own different style, and you want to find the one that works for you. And so we wanted to showcase a variety of them.
Mhm.
So we did that, and now we're actually going to be about to release World's Dog Trainer. Do the
Very
same
exciting.
thing on a global scale.
Each trainer from a different country.
But this got me thinking that wouldn't it be wonderful if we could showcase breeders who were using these sorts of methods that we've been talking about,
Be brilliant.
and help publicize them, but more importantly, show example to other breeders who might be looking for ways that they can improve their breeding operations. And that's where it all starts with so many dogs, is with the breeder. So that's where we got at.
And it only takes, one or two breeders who are really going that extra mile to say, at 8 weeks, you're buying a puppy with his house training program, chewtoy training program, well in progress. He already knows come, sit, lie down, roll over. And this is really a friendly and confident dog.
Mm-hmm.
He has met so many people, men and children, and been handled. And so you realize this is a different kind of puppy that we're buying. It is a companion animal,
Right.
as opposed to a puppy that has been raised just in
Puppy
a
mill
kennel.
or something.
So I think it's so important that prospective puppy owners know there is a choice.
To be informed.
Yeah, that
consumers.
just choosing a particular breed or even choosing a purebred, no, that doesn't ensure that you're going to get, the perfect puppy. It's choosing one that has been raised appropriately thus far. That's the important decision to make.
Absolutely.
So, that
we're
being
in
said,
agreement. We're all
if there are
nodding, yeah.
if there are any breeders out there who are interested in making videos and submitting them, you should get in touch. You can find our email contact info. We'll give you the details on how you go about making it, and if we get to know together enough, we will definitely make a season of America's best puppies or
America's best breeders.
Yeah,
Best breeders.
Puppy raisers.
something like that.
Yeah,
So-
that's a great idea, Jamie.
Puppy raisers. They do puppy
Puppy.
raisers because
Yes.
they can be raised well in a shelter too, or foster homes or whatever it may be.
Suffice to say, working title.
Yes.
But
All right. Sounds good. Thank you
All right.
for bringing that up.
yeah, thanks for your question, Connie.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.